Hello there, welcoming you all in the Physics Arena by Nitesh sir. Students, in the previous lecture of this chapter, which is chapter number 2, Work, Energy and Power, we were discussing about the work, its definition and various cases of the work. So children, where we have learned about the definition of work, it means that work is said to be done when a force is applied to an object and there is change in the position or displacement occurs, then it is said to be the work is done. So children, you have asked to me in the comment section that sir, what are the components as a cos theta and sin theta. So children, if I am, let us see here, I have drawn a triangle. You can also consider it as an inclined plane. So children, you can see that this is an inclined plane. Let us name it as A B. So AB is the inclined plane, whereas BC is the perpendicular. So from here what we can observe, AB is the inclined plane, AC is the base and BC is the perpendicular. Let us suppose that this inclined plane AB makes an angle theta, okay, with the base. What we have assumed? We have assumed that the inclined plane AB makes an angle theta with the base AC. So the side which is attached with the angle theta is said to be the horizontal side, or it is given with the cos theta. Okay children, whereas the side which is free from the angle theta, you can see here this perpendicular is free from this angle theta, so it will be given by the sin theta. There are various trigonometrical functions are there: sin theta, cos theta, cosec theta, sec theta, cot theta and tan theta. So here only we are using the sine and cosine. So what I am going to give you the glance about your query, that the side which is attached to the side which is attached to the side which is attached to the angle is termed as horizontal side and given by the component as cos and angle is theta. Okay children, now you can also see here BC is a perpendicular and which is free from the, here BC is perpendicular and which is free from the angle theta. So the children, from the diagram we can observe that that BC which is perpendicular BC is free from the angle made, so it will be represented by the component as sin theta. That's why children, sin theta, that's why the expression of the work done can be given in the form of, already we have learnt about the work done by a body. When a force is applied to a body and the body gets displaces, it means that the movement takes place. So in this manner we can give rise the work done by a body due to the application of force can be given by the product of force to the displacement caused by the applied force. So children, from this we can also observe that the work done expression for the work done can be given as F into S cos theta, and here the cos theta shows the direction of the force of application. Either the force is applied along the horizontal like along the AC, or either the displacement is occurs along the horizontal line. Children, already we have learned, because in previous video you were having some queries like that, sir, what may be the special cases. So the special cases may be as, the first case was as, on to behalf of that we can also subcategorize of the work done by a body, that if the theta with the horizontal becomes 0, it means that if the direction of force applied and the displacement occurs becomes 0, means both are in the same direction. If theta is equals to 0, it means that what it means that it means that the direction of force applied, and displacement caused are in same direction, means both the directions are same, then the angle will be 0 degree. In this condition, work done can be given by work done W is equals to F into S and cos 0, and since we are knowing that the cos 0 is equals to 1, so we will get the product as F into S. It means that in this condition, when the direction of force and displacement both are same, it means that angle between them are 0 degree, then we will get the positive work done. So we can also say that in this condition we will get the positive work done. Okay children, it means that in the direction of the applied force. The next condition of the work done is that if the angle becomes 90 degree. Case 2. Children, in case 2, if theta becomes 90 degree, it means that the direction of the force applied is perpendicular to the, the direction of force applied is perpendicular to the direction of displacement occurred, then children, what we will get? We will get as work done equals to force into displacement and into cos theta, and here the theta is 90 degree, and since we are knowing that cos theta means cos 90 degree is equals to 0, it means that when the direction of the force is perpendicular to the direction of the displacement, then in this condition we will get the 0 work done. That's why we are saying that a person who is having a bunch of hay onto his head, and if he is moving in a field, then at that time we can say that there is no work is happening. Why? Because the weight of the object is acting vertically downward and the displacement is horizontally, so both are making the angle 90 degree. In this condition we will get the 0 work done. Okay children, and now The last condition is that is a case 3, which is the condition of negative work done. Children, if theta becomes 180 degree, children, as we are knowing that cos 180 degree is equals to minus 1, so it means that it what does it means? It means that both the force and displacement, both the force and displacement are in opposite direction, So children, in this condition, what we can achieve? We can achieve an expression of the work done, force into displacement into cos 180 degree, and since we are knowing that cos 180 is equals to minus 1, in this condition we will get that minus f into s. It means that in this condition we will get the negative work done. So on the behalf of the angle made by the force applied and the displacement caused, we can achieve the three types of the work done, that is a positive work done, negative work done and zero work done. Okay children, now we are going to discuss about already we have learned a lots of things about the work done. Now we are turning towards the work done by the force of gravity. What will be the amount of work done when there will be a force of gravity may act onto the body? Okay children, now we are going to discuss about the new topic, that is a work done by the force of gravity. Children, we are knowing that the force of gravity is a force with which a body or anything can be attracted toward the center of earth. So in this condition we will calculate what will be the amount of work done by the force of gravity. Okay children, let us suppose that a body of mass small m who is going to be moved in the vertically downward direction from a height h. Okay, so here I am going to write, let us consider a body, of mass, small m be moved down through a height h. Okay children, what we are going to do? We are going to calculate the amount of work done under the application of force of gravity. So what we have considered here, let us consider a body whose mass is small m is moved vertically downward through a height h. Okay children, now the force of gravity, as we are knowing that the force of gravity acting onto the body in this condition, can be given by F is equal to, since we are knowing that force is equals to the product of mass of the body to the acceleration possessed by the body. Here acceleration is due to the gravity, so it can be written as m into g. So the force of the gravity acting onto the body will be F into g, acting vertically downwards, okay, and also the displacement in downward direction. Okay children, it means that it means that both the direction of the force and the displacement in the downward direction, both the direction are same. So here theta becomes 0 degree. So as we are knowing that, let us up what we have achieved here, that force is equals to mass into gravity, already we have calculated, and here displacement which is always given by s, displacement s is nothing but that is the height, which is h. So in order to calculate the amount of work done by the force of gravity, we can write that the work done will be equals to the product of force into displacement, and here force is m into g and displacement is h. So in this condition what we can write, that the work done by the force of gravity can be given by the expression of mg and h. Okay children, so this is the amount of work done by the force of gravity onto the body. Now we are going to discuss about the different units of work done. Okay children, already we are knowing that there are the different type of the systems of measurement like MKS system, CGS system and FPS system. And also we are knowing that there is a one most standard system is SI system. So now we are turning towards to learn about the units of the work done. Okay, so now I am going to enlist here the next topic, that is units of work. Children, as we are also knowing that work is a form of energy, so its unit may be also the joule. So now SI unit of the work done is joule. What we can write here, since work done is a form of energy, since work done is a form of energy, so its SI unit will be joule. Okay children, so the SI unit of the work done can be given as joule. So joule will be the SI unit of the work done. So now what we can write from here, that work done is equals to force into displacement. Already we are knowing this expression, work done is equals to force into displacement. And we also knows that in order to define, as we are knowing that the SI unit of the work done is joule, so in order to define 1 joule of the work done, we can give rise from here 1 Newton of the force, product of 1 Newton of the force to the 1 meter displacement. It means that when a 1 Newton force is applied to an object and 1 meter displacement causes to the object, then it is said to be the 1 joule of the work is done. Okay children, so how we can define 1 joule of work? We can define from here 1 joule of work can be defined as when a force of 1 Newton is applied to an object, is applied to a body causes 1 meter displacement, then it is said to be, said to be 1 joule of work or unit joule of work. is done. Okay children, if someone may ask to you define 1 joule of work, then you can say that, sir or ma'am, if a force of 1 Newton is applied to an object and the body get displaced by 1 meter, then it is said to be the 1 joule of work is done. Children, as we are knowing that there are the two types of the units are always there, physical quantities, for physical quantities, like bigger units and smaller units. So kilojoule is the bigger unit, kilojoule and gigajoules are the bigger units of the work done. Okay children, so now here I am going to write what, that the kilojoule that is kJ, kilojoule, and megajoule that is mJ, kilojoule, megajoule, and giga also gigajoule, that is capital G, J, are the bigger units of work done. Okay children, because we are 1 kilojoule, now we are going to discuss about the units. So 1 kilojoule is equals to 1 kilo, as we are knowing that kilo means 10 to the power 3, so 1 kilojoule is equals to 10 to the power 3 joule, or that is 1000 joule, whereas 1 megajoule can be given by 10 to the power 6 joule. Okay students, and 1 gigajoule is equals to 10 to the power 9. So these are the bigger units of the work done. Okay children, 1 kilojoule is equals to 10 power 3 joule, 1 megajoule is equals to 10 power 6 joule, and 1 gigajoule is equals to 10 power 9 joule. Now children, these are the units, these are the bigger units of the work done. Already we are knowing that the CGS system is there, in which the unit of work done is erg. So in CGS system, what we can write from here, in CGS system, unit of work done is erg, whereas 1 erg is equals to 1 dyne. 1 dyne is the force and 1 centimeter will be the displacement. So it